On a recent trip to the Dollar Tree, I came across these beautiful frames. I had seen other creators create with them, but I hadn't seen them yet, so I grabbed one of each design. This is what they look like. I love that they all have different designs, but yet they're about the same size. Love, and we're going to start with one of these fabrics that I already had here at home. I love the design it has, and I'm just going to quickly iron it just to remove the wrinkles. Then we're going to cut off whatever we don't need and leave it in the size that I'm looking for. Then I am going to take the frame and I'm just going to center it. This is beautiful one right in the center. And then we are going to take a pencil and we're going to mark the center because we want to cut it off. I am going to use a very sharp X-Acto knife and my ruler because I want to cut it just a little bit outside of the line. So once I had 4 sides cut, I'm just going to remove it and we're going to have the opening. Now I'm going to take this laminating sheet. This is a laminating sheet that I already pressed through the laminator. I'm going to cut off a piece that is longwise the same size as the middle section, but is only going to be 1 inch thick. Then I am going to hot glue it right down the center. I just want to create what will look like a little strip, but it's going to be see-through because I want it to look like there's nothing in the center. Now I'm going to add hot glue around the rim, on the inside and outside rim, and then we're going to place it right there. You see how the little strip is in the center? Of course you can see it a little bit, but I'm trying my best for it to look like there's nothing there. All right, so now we're going to take 2 of these dowels. These are from Walmart. They come in a pack with different size ones. We're going to add 1 to each end, and we're going to roll it up just a little bit so that it's completely covered with the fabric, leaving about 1 inch on each side. Now, one of them was off a little bit, so I did have to trim it a little bit with my miter shears, but no big deal. I was able to do that, so they're as close as possible to each size. Here I am. Okay, so now we are going to do just a little loop with a ribbon. This is actually drop cloth that I had ripped up, and I love the little frayed look it has. So I'm just going to tie it on each end, and then I am going to add a butterfly. I love butterflies, and these are massive. I like to fold a little bit of the wings upwards just to give it a little bit more of a 3D look, and reinforce with a little extra hot glue to put it right there in the center. So I want the butterfly to look like it's flying and there's nothing in there in the center. All right, so now I'm going to take some of these leftover leaves from a pick that I had, and I'm just going to add them towards the top left corner. And I'm going to add these flowers. I think it complements beautifully the design, and I just love this one. Oh my word, the colors is so summery, so beautiful. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with one of these flat canvases. This is one of their larger ones, and I'm going to give it 1 coat of Waverly chalk paint in the moss tone. I'm not looking for perfection because we're going to be distressing it anyways. While that's drying, this is the design that we're going to be using, and I'm going to just kind of make it a little bit on the golden tone with a rub and buff, but I don't want it to have a full coverage. I want it to look distressed. So I'm just going to add with a little rag here and there so that it kind of looks like it's been worn out or antiqued. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I like what I see. All right, so now that the board is dry, we are going to sand on both directions, going one way and then going the other way. When you do this on a canvas, especially the flat ones, it gives it a beautiful fabric style design, and I love it. You just want to do it both long ways and sideways. And then, of course, you want to dust it really well to remove it. But do you see all that texture? It looks like jeans, like fabric. All right, so now we're going to attach the frame right there on the center, but kind of like towards the top. So a little hot glue goes a long way. And now we're going to just move on to my Cricut Joy Extra, and I'm just going to cut out the phrase, "Let love grow all season long." I am going to attach it using the most wrinkled transfer tape ever. This is what I had on hand, okay? It worked okay. All right, so we're just going to apply it onto the transfer tape and then apply it to the bottom. If you do not have a Cricut machine, you can use a stencil. Maybe you can stencil a phrase on it. It's good. All right, we're going to use some of this moss. This is beautiful moss. I get this one on Amazon because I haven't seen it at my Dollar Tree in so long. So I'm just going to add a few pieces to kind of cover that center, but also overlap just a little bit around the edges. Make it look very natural. And it does make a mess, my friends, like a big mess. So I'm just going to throw away the excess, but then I'm going to use my handheld vacuum, which is an amazing find. If you don't have one of these, it's so inexpensive on Amazon. I'm going to have it linked below. All right, we're going to add one of these beautiful white flowers, keeping it neutral, and some greenery just to add a little pop of color. And then I still want to see that moss, so I'm placing everything kind of like towards the side. I'm going to take my distressing ink and I'm just going to kind of darken that middle portion. I think it was too pink for me. So I'm just going to darken it up just a bit. That way it kind of flows better with the design. I'm going to make 2 knots and I'm going to cut off the excess from the top and the bottom. We're going to create the little faux knot technique. And we're going to hot glue those to each corner at the top. And then we're going to hot glue more rope on the back. And this is going to make it look like it's hanging from the knot, but it's not. I'm going to add a little piece of tape too, just to kind of make sure that the rope is not going to fray and it's going to hold well. Stunning. That's all I can say. It is stunning. I love all the textures. I love the green with the golden tone, the moss. Love it. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this beautiful one. We are going to paint it white. We are going to do the little tap motion instead of brushing it, because if you brush it, you're going to leave a lot of paint inside all the little cutouts. If you tap it, it works better. And I'm using a stenciling brush because it just works so much better. But you can use a paintbrush too. Just make sure you tap. I'm telling you, it works so much better. All right. Once it was cut, we're going to put it to the side to dry. We're going to take this wooden family piece. This is from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to tap again. Instead of paint, I'm going to use antiquing wax and then remove the excess just to kind of mute it down just a bit. All right. We're going to set that to the side to dry. The frame is now dry, so we are going to take some of the antiquing or distressing ink and we're just going to apply it towards the corners, the edges, that kind of thing. If this is not your style, friends, please just skip it. Leave it white or leave it whatever color you painted it. I am going for a little bit more of a farmhouse look, so that's why I'm distressing it. So I'm just going to add as little or as much as I want, and it dries pretty quickly. But then I'm going to mute it down just a tiny bit with a 220 grit sandpaper, and then of course you want to remove any dust left behind. All right, so now that the family portion is dry, we're going to put everything together. I'm going to add something to hang it with. So we're going to add a piece of fabric that I tore apart. And I love that, again, that frayed look. And I'm just going to tie it in 2 simple knots. And then we're going to cut off the excess. That's it. Keeping it simple. You can also add lace or rope, whatever you want. I'm going to add the family portion here with hot glue and a little bit of a tilt motion. And then on the opposite corner at the top, we are going to add greenery. Now, I want to keep it pretty simple, but I do want to add it. I feel like something was missing in that corner just to kind of even things out. So a few leaves and then a simple little white flower right there in the center. Again, keeping it pretty neutral. And I love the way this one turned out. It's such a simple craft. So simple. And you can use any color combination you want, of course. You can add pops of color. It's up to you. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take the circular frame, which is stunning. We're also going to paint it white. So I'm going to do, again, the little tap motion to make sure that no paint gets inside and clumped up inside the cutouts. All right, we're going to put it to the side. Now we're going to take one of these circular peas that comes 3 in a pack for $1.25. I thought that was a great deal. So I'm just going to remove the 2 smaller pieces because we're not going to need those, but we are going to keep the larger one. We're going to paint it white at first because I want a lighter undertone because I want to do the crackle technique, and I'm going to use a new crackle kind of situation, so we'll see if it works. All right, this is it. It's the folk art crackle. If you've ever used it, let me know what your experience was. It says to paint, let it dry, then add a nice thick layer of the crackle, and then let that fully dry. So while that's drying, we are going to take the same distress ink and distress the edges, friends. Again, you don't have to do it if this is not your style. I love the way it looks. It just adds dimension and just kind of, I don't know, a little bit worn out technique. All right, so now that the board is completely dry, we're going to add the last and final coat. This is a beautiful pink. It's called Sky Pink by Waverly Chalk Paint. and we're going to add it. And this is the part where it's supposed to crackle now, okay? So let's see. All right, so we're going to use my little heating tool. I have it on the light section or setting so it's not too hot. And you can see it crackling. You really could. Like right here, again, I sped it up for you. But you see how the paint is cracking? This is exactly what I was looking for, except that I thought I was going to have more of it. So maybe I just have to do a thicker coat of the crackle. I don't know. We're going to work with it. All right, so now that it's dry, we are going to just distress it just a bit more with my sanding tool and with a little bit more of that distressed ink just to kind of bring everything together. All right, so the white frame is going to go on top of the pink circle, but I want it to have elevation. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to take 3 of these little wooden blocks that you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint them white so they kind of blend in with the design. Once they're dry, we are going to hot glue those underneath the white little frame in the center, and then we're going to hot glue that on the pink. Again, I just want to create a little bit of an elevation. You'll see here why, and I think it looks stunning. Once I have them glued, then I'm going to add one more little glob of glue on each and then place it center on the circle. So I'm going to add a little piece of foam in the center because we want to add florals. So I'm going to add it right there, and then using this shredded raffia, we're going to cover it up. Although you can also use moss. I think that would be very pretty. I'm going to use this peony that I already had on hand, and I'm just going to stick it right on the foam a little bit to the right side, and then just add some of the leaves that came with it right underneath with a little hot glue. Then I'm going to start just layering a little bit more florals, so just a little few extra picks. And then I'm going to make a very messy little bowl here with extra shredded raffia. And I'm just going to cut off the excess once I tie it. And then I'm going to just kind of loop a little wire from a stem from a flower pick. And I'm going to insert it, you see that, right onto the foam. And then add a little bud here of the flower. So pretty. But of course you can use any design, any color, any florals you want. I added juice string to the back, and that's it. How stunning. I think adding fairy lights in the little opening, like where it's elevated, will look perfect. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Click on it, check it out. I'll see you later, and have a blessed day. Bye.